everyone. This is Faisal, certified high performance coach and a lifelong student of philosophy, spirituality, and sciences. Today is challenge day 26, and today's challenge topic is productivity. Before I go into the questions, once again, as always, I want to take the time to thank, honor, and commend all those who have been taking the time to like and sharing the videos, who have been taking the time to post their answers, who have been taking the time to keep this discussion going. Thank you all for spreading the knowledge. Thank you all for inspiring everyone with your thoughts and ideas and concepts. Thank you all for participating in these discussions. I look forward to reading more of your thoughts and ideas. So once again, make sure you like and share the video. Make sure you encourage others to join us so we can learn more. Make sure you post your answers on the original post on my page. Okay, so productivity. For some, this is a scary word, but it's a very misunderstood word. For many, as soon as they hear productivity, they think of those high achievers that, oh, you have to be an executive or somebody who's obsessed with making money or something along those lines to be productive. But actually, when it comes to productivity, all it means, just so we can go into the definition, before I even go there, let me ask you the questions. I forgot about that. Okay, the first question is, how productive do you feel on a day-to-day basis in your life? And the second question is, what are some of your major distractions that are holding you back from achieving your goals or going towards your goals and dreams? Or creating the life that you want? And 3, what can you do to increase your level of productivity on a consistent basis? Okay, so productivity by definition, it just means to produce more. If you think about productivity in terms of people who have produced more, if you think of anybody who you think has achieved a lot in their life, whether that be singers, writers, scientists, philosophers, athletes, whoever that has achieved anything in their life, if you think about their life, you'll notice that they have been very productive. They've produced. If you think about Michelangelo, if you think about Monet as an artist, if you think about Einstein, if you think about Newton, if you think about Michael Jordan, if you think about singers that are famous, all these people, they would have to produce in order to move their goals forward. They would have to produce to go towards their dreams. Otherwise, nothing really happens. And that's in terms of people achieving their dreams. But productivity comes into our day-to-day life, where even if you're just a mom who's taking care of your child, you need to be productive in your day-to-day life. You need to be able to manage your day better. And that's the main aspect of productivity. If you think of productivity in terms of self-discipline, in terms of you producing or creating more in your life, being more disciplined, then you'll understand it better. Because as soon as we start organizing our life, as soon as you start planning your life, as soon as you organize your life, you'll find out that you'll have much more time to do the things that you actually want. And this is the thing that many people who are so-called spontaneous, they don't get. And this is something I didn't get for a long time myself. I used to, I mean, if you knew me before, I used to be a mess in terms of my, I used to throw everything around everywhere, not organized at all. I couldn't find anything. I didn't have any goals. I didn't know how to go towards my goals. I didn't even know what self-discipline was. But once I realized that whatever goal that I need to move towards, I need to be disciplined. Whether that be doing the things that I do at home, whether that be moving towards my goals, or whether that be creating these videos, or doing my coaching, or creating programs, whatever that I do, I need to be disciplined in what I do. Why? Because discipline requires, self-discipline requires that that you organize your life, that you create order in your life. And as soon as you create order in your life, what you realize is that that you have much more time to, even if you're very busy, even if you have a lot of things to do, even if your schedule is packed, you will find time to do the things that you love, whether that be spending time with your family, with friends, whether that be going on vacations, whether that be going for activities outside, doing the things that you like. Whatever it is that you love in life, whatever it is that you want to do, you will be able to do that much better if your life is more organized, if you are able to produce better. That's where productivity comes in. And for people, like I said, who think spontaneity is the way to go in terms of life, it's great to be spontaneous, and you'll find that you have much more time to be spontaneous with your life when you become more productive. But the problem with people who assume that being spontaneous in life moves their life forward is that their life becomes chaos, and they're always putting out fires everywhere. They're trying to fix this, fix that, that they never get the chance to be spontaneous in their life to begin with. So it kind of beats the purpose of being spontaneous. Furthermore, in terms of productivity, if we think of productivity in terms of creating order and discipline in our lives, we realize that every aspect of our life needs productivity. Whether you're a mom or whether you're a dad, whether you're working outside, whether you're working at home, whether you're creating business, you need to be productive in what you do. You need to be self-disciplined. You need to be able to set time for yourself to do the things that you want, as well as do the things that you need to do. So when we think about it in that sense, then productivity becomes very important. It's not just for overachievers, but it's for us as well. And once we, the reason productivity became so important to me, because once I realized that I have a goal, I have a dream that I want to go towards, I realized that all the distractions that I have in my life, all the lack of discipline that I have in my life, they're not serving me. They're not serving my goals. They're not serving the people that I want to serve around me. So I had to minimize those things, and that's how it's going to go for you guys. And you have to be honest with yourself. I mean, ask yourself, how productive have you been in the past couple of weeks, past week? Have you been distracted by watching TV constantly, or watching shows, or being distracted on social media? Whatever it is that distracts you, and I'm not saying there's anything wrong with watching TV once in a while. It's fine, but on average, if you look at statistics, on average in North America, people watch over 4 hours of TV in a day. And that's a lot of time where you can do a lot of things. You can spend time with your loved ones. You can work on something that you've always postponed, something that you really wanted to do. You can play an instrument. You can read. You can go out and do something. Whatever it is that you want to do, pay attention to where you're spending your time, because when you think about people who actually achieve things compared to the ones who don't, when you think about it in that sense, we all have the same amount of time in the day. Then why is one person able to achieve more and another person who is not able to achieve more? Because the difference is self-discipline. How disciplined are you in your life? And how ordered is your life on a day-to-day basis? And you have to be honest with yourself and ask yourself, are my goals important? Are my dreams important? Is my life important to me? Because if it is important to you, then you have to create some sort of order. And I'm not saying to be obsessive about productivity, and I'll be the first one to tell you that it's important to be productive, but it's also important to have the time for yourself, to enjoy your life, to spend time with your loved ones, to do the things that you like. But they all have to be planned, and that's what productivity is. Once we start becoming more productive, once you become more productive, you'll realize that you have so much free time that you didn't account for before, because you were so distracted by all the things. I mean, every day I notice people, they're always on their phone, on their social media. And that's the other aspect of productivity is energy. First of all, if we don't have the energy, we're not going to be productive. If we don't have a goal that we go to, that we're thinking towards, that we're thinking to do, to go towards, a dream that we're thinking to go towards, we won't be productive. Because being productive for the sake of being productive will never make any sense to you, and you won't go towards it. So first, we need to think of a goal or a dream that you want to move towards. Whether that be your career, whether that be your business, whether that be you creating a type of lifestyle for your family, for yourself. Whatever it is that you have, pay attention to that goal and then decide how can you get there and how can you be productive to get there, towards there. And in terms of energy, when we think of our body, if you take care of your body in terms of your energy, you'll notice that you have a lot of energy to do the things that you want. But for people who eat bad, who don't take care of their body, who don't exercise, not to make your body look a certain way. People are obsessed nowadays with body image, and I have been like that too in the past. But at the end of the day, all self-care goes back to you having the energy to be able to do the things that you want. Because if you don't have the energy, you won't have the if you don't have the energy, physical energy, you won't be able to do the things that you want. You won't be able to play with your kids. You won't be able to go out with your friends and do stuff. You won't be able to move around to do the things that you want. And energy is in terms of our physical body, mind, and emotion. So if you don't have the mental energy, you won't be able to focus on what people are saying. Your relationships are going to get affected by that. And if you don't have that emotional balance, that emotional energy, you'll always be triggered negatively. You won't be, if you've noticed in your own life, when you're really tired, you can't. It's very hard to tolerate the negative things around us. It's very hard to be stable when we're really exhausted, and that's what happens with most people. They're so drained from an energetic perspective that they can't take anything. They don't want to spend time with their family and friends. They don't want to do the things that they do. They feel lazy because they don't have the energy to do anything. So take care of your energy. Your self-care is very important in terms of productivity. Another main aspect of productivity is how do you plan your day? How do you even start your day? And for most people, starting their day is just looking at the phone constantly, and then by the time they're done, it's like 2-3 hours have passed. And one of my mentors says, you look at the phone after 4 hours, you realize you're naked and you don't even know where you are. But anyway, that's a funny thing that I just remembered. But most people, they get so focused on the distractions in their life, whether that distraction be an external thing like your phone, social media, TV, whatever it is, or it could even be your own thoughts. Many people are distracted by their negative thinking pattern. If that's the case, you need to really go back to watch the rest of the videos. We talked about being in the present. We talked about observer and thinker in the 30-day challenge. So you're able to avoid those negative thinking distractions. Other distractions might be other people. Do you set your boundaries? Are you able to say no to people for the things that you need to do? So make sure you know how to take care of your distractions. That's the other aspect of productivity. And then when it comes to productivity, another important aspect of it is, first of all, you're starting your day without any distractions. If you just take your time every day when you wake up, start your day with self-care. Start your day with moving your body. It could be exercise, it could be stretching, it could be you taking a shower, it could be you going for a walk. And after that, you could be meditation, could be prayer. Whatever you do, calm yourself, pay attention to your body, pay attention, be in the present. Once you do that, if you start your day with just with your own mindset and not looking at the news, not looking at social media, not being distracted by everything that's going on in the world, if you start with that, you'll find that you'll have so much energy for the rest of the day. And the next aspect is planning your day. Take the time to write down what you want to do throughout the day. You don't have to be obsessive about it, but some of the major things that you can do, that you need to move forward towards your goals. or some of the things you want to do during the day. Write them down, because as soon as that's on the dashboard of your mind, you'll realize that you'll end up doing that thing you're more likely to do that thing. And if you don't have it, then your life will be basically just moving through things randomly, and a random life will give you random results. Okay, that's in terms of you planning your day. But what if you're working on a goal? What if you're working on a task? I mean, all these things I teach in my high performance coaching as well. And when I'm working with my clients, I realize that many people have these all those distractions. Many people are not able to start with their day with their self-care, with their own mindset, with their own way of looking at the world. And then the biggest thing for many of my clients have been that they can't stay focused on the task at hand. So there's this idea called block time. So what you do is that you block a significant amount of time where you just do the work that you want to do, whatever that is, whether that be spending with your children, time with your children, with your family, whether that be working on a project. You take 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, that's all you do. No distractions, put your phone away. And with as much as the phones are a distraction nowadays, the smartphones, they have so many options where you can set it to do not disturb, where you can only get emergency calls. You don't have to be constantly distracted in your life. And that's what it is. As soon as every time we get distracted, we lose a pocket of energy. We lose some mental energy, some physical energy. So then you can block that time and start. You'll notice that once you start blocking time on a consistent basis, you realize that you actually get a lot done. When in the past you used to think that there was not enough time for you. The reason there wasn't enough time because it was being taken up by all the distractions in your life. And another thing you can do with productivity is set up your place, set up your house, your apartment, wherever you are, where the distractions are not always in front of you. Your video game is not always in front of you. Your phone is not always sitting beside you when you wake up. Even if you can get an alarm clock and not use the phone as an alarm, if you don't have control over yourself, you can do that. But nowadays phones have a lot of options where you can set it up where you don't have all those things popping up, your mail, your messages, all the rest. The only thing you can set it up for is emergency calls. And how many people need to reach you as an emergency on a daily basis? Unless you're you're a police officer, you don't need to be on your phone consistently for emergencies. So those are some of the things you can do to be productive. But once again, I said that to be productive, you need to set a concept of life for yourself. You need to set a goal for yourself. You need to go towards a dream. You need to have a concept of life where you need to sit down and think to yourself, how can I make the quality of life for myself better and for my family better? And once you have that goal, once you have that idea in your head, you'll automatically want to move towards that. And the rest is just the specifics. Some of the tips that I gave you here, they're very powerful. If you implement it on a daily basis, on a consistent basis, you'll find that you'll become more productive. You'll become more disciplined. And one last thing with productivity and with self-discipline and creating an orderly life, many people, the reason they're so unproductive, and I found that in my own personal life a long time ago, that if your thoughts are out of order, if your mind is out of order, if your emotions are out of order, if you're not balanced emotionally, if you're not balanced mentally, it will show in your external life. You'll be unbalanced, you'll be distracted, and you will be your life will be out of order. Many people have like it's a mess when they go to their room, they go to their house. Why? Because they're in disorder, and unless many times you fix that, then it'll be very hard to discipline yourself externally to have an orderly life. So think about your thoughts. Try that observer thinker that we discussed in many of the challenge topics. And see, are you distracted by your thoughts? Are you distracted by your negative emotions? And when you consider these things, you'll realize that you can make your life better by making yourself better. And In terms of creating discipline in your external life, you can create habits. You can force yourself to create habits. Do the same thing over and over, and you'll notice that you'll be doing that thing without even thinking about it. So on the one side, you can fix your thoughts and emotions, which we've talked about consistently. On the other side, you can create habits. We talked about how our subconscious mind works with habits. So once you create habits in your life where whenever you have your clothes, instead of throwing it on the side, you pick it up and put it on a hanger, or fold it somewhere. Whenever you have a plate that you're putting down, you can just wash the plate. Whatever it is that makes your life more organized, whatever it is that you need to do, create habits for yourself. And you have to stick to those habits for at least a month or so for it to go into your subconscious. And when you do that, you'll realize you have so much time to do the things that you want. And that's what most people don't get. They think that, oh, I don't have enough time, I have this challenge, those challenges. All the people who have achieved so much, they all had challenges. Everybody has challenges. We think that, oh, I have all these problems, another person doesn't. You might have one type of problem, but another person have a lot of other problems. I mean, I have my challenges right now, but I'm able to do this because I'm able to plan it. I'm able to be productive in my life. I'm able to be disciplined in my life. So once again, hopefully all those tips helped you guys. Go ahead and answer those questions. Question number 1, how productive do you feel on a day-to-day basis in your life? And question number 2, what are some of the major distractions in your life, and what can you do in your life that are stopping you from moving towards your goals or dreams or creating the life that you want? And question number 3 was, what can you do to increase your level of productivity on a consistent basis? Thank you for watching this episode, this challenge, this topic, and make sure you think about the questions. Post your answers in the comment section on the original post. I look forward to reading your answers. Make sure you like and share the video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Bye. If you loved or even liked the video or this episode, you can do 2 things right now. 1, you can click on the subscribe tab right here on the screen or in the info area if you can't click on the screen. So you're up to date on all my free training, on all the free training that I send on my YouTube channel on a regular basis. And 2, you can click on the success indicator tab on the screen or in the info section, so you can get the training, the thorough training that I created for you, that has 10 factors that will determine whether or not you will be successful at anything that you do or want to do. And it will also help you create more success at anything that you want to do in life. So, and this will also get you subscribed to my newsletter, so I can send you more of these free training on a regular basis that I don't post on my YouTube channel. So make sure you click on those 2 buttons or tabs, and make sure you like and share this video. Make sure you post your comments in the comment section below so we can get more people involved in our community right here. Thank you very much. Have a great day.